Hello, happy day to you. This is Car Faith with Spirit Speaks Intuitive, and hope you're doing swell. And this is part 3 of the story of my life regarding my invisible brother. Once I was lost, and now I'm found. So I just wanted to wrap it up and just kind of give you some little tidbits of regarding the story. So the last part that I ended off was regarding my brother and really coming to that regarding our birth and our separation. And I loved just the different big aha moments that started coming through once I really started saying, okay, this might be true. Two in particular, and they were big validations for me in my own truth, was once I started sharing this with my mom. She then went and got her calendar, the calendar that she had while I was in the womb. And she shows me her calendar, and I don't know how far along she was, I think just a few months. And she said, well, yep, on this day, apparently the doctor said that he heard 2 heartbeats. And then after that, something happened and shifted, and there was only 1 heartbeat that was heard. So they just kind of let it go and didn't really think much of it. And to me, in my moment of truth, it was an okay, thanks. Yep, he was living there beside me for a while and really tried for the life, and then just decided differently and didn't form and chose not to form and come through in this life. So when I was born and had the C-section and had my lungs collapse and all that fun stuff, and just swept me away to go take care of me, my mom asked the doctor, well, what was the story of that mass that was next to my baby? And he just kind of poo-pooed it off and said, oh, nothing, it was totally nothing. So we just kind of think, we're like, okay, it was just at that time where something came out, and it was probably just a mass of, who knows if it kind of looked somewhat human, somewhat not, and he just didn't really want to address it. And what also came through, once I really started to share my story with my mom of what I really received and learned from doing the journey process of returning to my birth and reliving all that connection in the womb space, she said that she just recently read a science journal that stated how common it is for kids who have imaginary friends. For me, it was my imaginary brother, had a twin with them in the womb, or maybe several siblings with them in the womb. And so that again just gave me that like red flag of, yes, okay, Cara, just keep listening to your intuition. This really did happen, and you are not the only one. That how many other sweet little beings out there are kind of wondering deep down on a cellular level, maybe even conscious level, I wonder if I did have someone else in the womb with me. And I just kind of feel like something over here or something over here is missing, and I don't know why. And that they just don't know that, so many other people experience that. Of if you had an imaginary friend, you most likely are just picking up on that energy that you are really feeling in your womb space. And these things just, they're not commonly coming out. They're just not commonly, read about in the magazines of just how common that is for kids and for adults to have those imaginary friends. And then it's not just make believe, it's because you really were picking up on an energy, and your brain just didn't really know what to think of it, of course, when you're, living the little kid world, and then it just kind of turns it off. So something else that I just feel I'd like to share that I feel is like kind of tied into my story is information that came from another spiritual speaker. And he was talking about the power and truth of the Wizard of Oz, of Dorothy, of her just always wanting to go home. How do I get home? Oh, I have to follow this yellow brick road, and I have to get my information and insight from the wizard. When, again, what was the wizard? The wizard was this magician who made himself look so big and powerful and like this big floating head and voice and whatever, and that he was really just like her. And so that for her, she had all that insight within herself, and that she was always home, and she was on her bed, we'll say, the whole time, just doing this little daydream, and she was always home, and she had that truth within her. And that we can just feel so lost for so many different reasons. And what do we need? What do we need to ask? What do we need to pick up today? Who do we need to talk to today to be reminded we are home, we are present? I am in my queendom, and you are in your kingdom if you're a guy, or I don't know, your choice of which one you want to pick. But I love that too, of that, be present. This is your home. This is your presence. This is really all you have. You really can't do wrong. There's really no right, no wrong. Just really allow the yucky, the icky, the pretty, the messy, the messed up stuff to happen. It's life, it's experience, and that you are actually going to grow from it and actually just allow your heart to soar. So say yes to just all that it is that we experience, and say yes even though you feel like you're the only one experiencing it, you feel like you're the only one questioning it, you feel like you're the only one that could just think of such a weird, exotic thing. Well, my friends, you're probably not. But even if you are, hey, that's cool. Like, you probably have something to share, and that you are probably experiencing this because that's part of your truth, is to really share this and allow someone's heart to open up another door, to open up another aha. So thank you so much just for listening to my story. And if it just connected with you in a little bit of a way, I'm just so honored and grateful. And if you have any questions, just please ask. And I love Christmas. So if you would like to mention this video, then you can receive a $25 off gift certificate for a Christmas gift. And it can be for yourself, or it can be for a loved one, whatever. So today, may you ground your roots, speak your truth, and return home, and really deeply be in your heart space and know that the answers are there. All you have to do is ask. Okay. Much love to you all. Have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day, and you are home. Click your heels. Bye. Namaste.